Trust me. Now you gotta deal with my spirit.
What's the message in this interview? I'm back, bitches.
This is Lottie from Mellow Records TV. We're about to do an interview with Big Cat. What made you retire?
What made me retire? You know, man, I just felt like it was, it was kind of that time. I just felt like I had nothing else to say. You know, a lot of rappers lie about it when they run out of shit to say or what they never did. And everybody know I ain't one to hold my tongue and been called a hater. But nah, I mean, man, listen, it's good to be back. Forget why I retired. Let's talk about why I returned. Because for me, it was a beautiful year off. I sat, got my mind right, got my body right, got my heart right, got a beautiful woman and kids at the house. I sat with my kids and I was like, I'm retired because I didn't feel like I was there for you. And my daughter actually sat with me, my 10-year-old, little Cass. She said, Daddy, it's not that you wasn't with us, you just didn't do the right thing with us. And people know they see me on stage, you see me on stage with my kids, and they were like, you just didn't do the right thing. We check into a hotel, and I take them to the show in front of 3,000 people thinking, oh, Daddy's showing you love, when all she really wanted me to do was jump in the pool with her, play with a horseback ride. So now I can't get her out of my arms. So I'm back, man.
Alright, so what really made you come back?
Aside from my little brother here on the other side, that's, big boss now running TV shows and interviews. And, I promised the fans one last record. It's called Last Round. And I felt like when that Bone tour ended, on some personal stuff, I felt like, I had to get my family right. I put 11 hard in the paint years in this. My Ice-T directly from Bone. I never had to be a nosebleed performer, you know what I mean? First I used to say I was doing it for my kids, but this time it was like for my cousins, which people know as fans. I don't call them fans, I call them my cousins. I feel like that it was time man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was time.
Alright, now that you mentioned Ice-T, how has Ice-T been part of your life?
Oh man, Tracy, known me since I was 10 years old. He used to date my sister, you know what I mean? When I was just a little gangbanger, when girls was talking about it, I was doing it. Trey Tracy would try everything in his power to get me off the block. Everything. And I wasn't having it. I was just a little line pusher, pushing some thug shit. And I remember I got home from juvie, and I came home with a little bit of size, and I was driving down Franklin, because they were like, Ice want to see you, Tracy want to see you. So I was driving down Franklin, he waiting out in front for me. This is in like 84, you know what I mean? I got kicked out of every school, got kicked out of Crenshaw, you know what I mean? Sent somewhere else. So I go to juvie, and I get home, like I said, probably some little 15s and little chest poked out, you know what I mean? Thought I was doing something. Went in, knocked a bunch of heads, but gained my little BG status, you know what I'm saying? My BH status, my baby hood status. And we ain't no gangsters around here, we hustlers. We're grown men now. And he said, man, one day I'm gonna get you out there with me. You like my little brother, my little twin. Still wasn't listening. When I got home from my murder case, he hooked me up with my other two brothers, NG and Evil E, who he put in the game. And they was like, you coming with us? And I remember standing, it was us, Hispanic MCs, lighter shade of brown, and my homeboy, Mellow Mayonnaise, with the song Mentirosa.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, see, there is dark Latinos. When people find out that my name is Guillermo Ilan, and I'm like, come on, man. Mellow Mayonnaise, you know what I mean? People forget Sammy Sosa is just the dark one, you know what I mean? And I stood in front of those 3,000 something people, man, and through and through, I swear to God, little bro, it was just life-changing to me. And I still screwed up a couple more times because I always liked my money. I never liked nobody else's money. I liked my money. And I finally listened around 98, you know. And he's been there for me ever since when I started recording Thundadome. After I got shot, he, you know, came to the hospital, came to my party, and I welcomed home. I was sitting in a wheelchair. Mariah, Carey was there, brother was there. You know, everybody showed up. Steve Lobel, Damizza. Damizza came to the hood. It was nothing but 60s. Damizza was gonna get stabbed when he first got there too. It was like, nah, he cool, he cool. And Ice came. We did a song called Pretty Boys. Me, him, and Layzie, and the rest was history.
All right. How does it feel to be back in the studio?
The day I called you and said I was gonna come back in. I had no idea what I was going to talk about, but I realized I ain't never tried to prove nothing. I just was a line pusher. Like, I sat in jail for many years hearing a whole lot of bullshit. So when I came home, rap fans will never understand what I mean. They will never understand. It's easy to just say, oh, why do we hate? He getting his paper. Because the last time I checked, we got into this gangbanging thing to not let bullshit pass. Then you realize the gangbanging thing is bullshit. So when I walked in this time, I started playing some beats. I played a Battle Cat joint, and I didn't need, everybody know I don't write. It either bangs from here or I type it in my sidekick or something. And I banged out that first one. An hour later, another one. So in 5 days, I'm 8 songs deep now. About to knock out a drum, my little primo down, being like a cholo. I had to get Cuz. He actually gave me big props when his first album came out. He's like, man, could you rap on my thing? And I didn't understand about rapping on people's album then. And I actually said no. So he always held that against me. I actually let Shay Shice do it. I was like, nah, I'm cool. People know I've never rapped on people's albums. I've never done songs with Snoop. I ain't never had to. I ain't never done songs with niggas I ain't like. And man, it feels real, real good. And seeing the smile on your face, saying this is Thundadome. This is that hood shit. That's what makes it feel good to be back.